Cara Simmons, who lived in the United States, earned her living by cleaning houses. Although this was often exhausting, she had no other choice. Cara's life had been very different a few years ago. The young woman, who lived happily with her husband and 3 children, worked as a customer service representative at a tech company. Although they weren't very well off, they didn't struggle to meet their needs. They thought there was no other obstacle to their happiness as long as they were together and healthy. But the good days didn't last long. Cara's husband, David, started experiencing health issues. After a while, he went to the hospital, where they found a tumor in his brain. The family was at a loss. The doctor said the situation was serious, and even with an expensive surgery, his chances of survival weren't great. Although David refused the surgery, Cara absolutely couldn't accept this. She believed there had to be a way to find the money. In the end, despite her husband's opposition, they sold their house to cover the surgery costs for his recovery. To Cara, the house was insignificant compared to her husband's life. She encouraged David, saying they could buy an even better one if they stayed together. Unfortunately, the good news they were hoping for never came. 2 days after the surgery, David passed away, leaving the young mother in immense grief and helplessness. In those days, the only thing keeping Cara going was her children, who were now completely her responsibility. They had sold their house to cover the hospital expenses and moved into a rental home, and she had left her job to be with her husband. But now, even as she mourned her husband, she had to think about their future. She applied for jobs for days, but all the positions suited to her career were filled, and she was turned away everywhere she went. She knew she couldn't spend more time looking for a job. She needed to earn money immediately. To make a quick income, she joined a company that sent her to clean houses. Cara was a very hard-working woman, and although she was a university graduate, she didn't hesitate to clean homes with great dedication and care. The money she earned was crucial for her. Her work at the houses was highly appreciated by the homeowners, and she received calls from different homes almost every day. This pace was exhausting, but the money she earned by working 6 or even 7 days a week was just enough for them. She never complained. Even when she returned home tired, she tried not to show it to her children, and she took care of cooking and household chores without fail. Sadly, Cara's body couldn't withstand this pace for long. She was hospitalized a few times due to extreme stress and exhaustion, and learned she had an ulcer. Although the doctors advised her to work less, she had no such option. Mary Jo Dean, the owner of the cleaning company Cara worked for, knew her situation and felt sorry for her. But the only thing she could offer was as much work as Cara wanted. Cara knew she had no choice but to risk her health to pay her rent and support her household. As life went on at full speed, one day, Cara was informed that she was assigned to a house in Cleveland she hadn't been to before. Unlike usual, the call came from her boss's assistant instead of Mary. Cara didn't question it too much and set off immediately. When she arrived at the house and knocked on the door, a woman named Madeline opened and invited her inside, saying that the reason for calling her wasn't cleaning. Cara entered, trying to make sense of what was happening. Indeed, the house looked very clean and orderly. Madeline explained that she was preparing a special party for her boss and had called her to help, but her requests were truly unusual. First, she asked her to go to the kitchen, sit at the table, and taste some special dishes the chef had prepared for the evening. Things were getting more and more interesting. After Cara ate, she was told that they would use her to warm up the hands of the massage team that would later massage the boss. She was very surprised by this, but found herself in the massage chair. Unsure of what to say at that moment, she knew everything was extremely puzzling and was trying to make sense of it. At that moment, 2 people arrived at the door, carrying boxes to Cara and Madeline. The delivery man said the boxes belonged to Cara Simmons. Insisting there must be a mistake, Cara was invited to the truck by the delivery man to check. Her mind was so confused that she started accepting whatever was asked of her, even if it made no sense. When they reached the truck, the open doors took her surprise to the next level. Her 3 children and her sister were coming out of the delivery truck with big smiles. Alongside them was Greg Benson, the producer and host of a television program. The famous host, seeing Cara's amazement, explained that the house in front of her now belonged to her and her family. This was a gift from the television show. and everything Cara experienced that day had been recorded by hidden cameras. Her boss, Mary Jo, and her sister had told the charity television program about Cara's struggles and how hard she worked, endangering her health, leading to an unbelievable gift for her in the show's finale. Moreover, a holiday was prepared as a gift for her and her family, with all travel and hotel arrangements covered. Cara's story and the joy she felt upon learning she had a home again touched millions watching on television. Everyone said she deserved it, and the video broke sharing records. Cara, appearing on TV shows, expressed her gratitude to everyone who offered her this gift.